Hi, I'm Stephanie from the Havilland Aircraft Museum, and I'm bringing you a little try this at home activity from my home, because we're all stuck at home because of the coronavirus. And this was actually a request from a friend of the museum, Eva, who's in Bratislava, stuck at home like the rest of us. Very sad. We all miss you. We all love you, Eva. We look forward to seeing you soon. Stay well, stay safe. She's stuck in Bratislava, and her fiance's over here. Neither of them can get to see each other. They're both very sad because the aeroplanes have stopped flying. And at the moment, it's coronavirus that is stopping the aircraft flying. It's to try and prevent the spread of this virus from country to country. And Eva was wondering what else can stop aircraft flying. And she had a little think. And then she said, Steph, can you make me a volcano? Of course we can. That's what we're here for, Eva. Because volcanoes can also have a major effect on aviation. In fact, there was one a few years ago in Iceland which stopped all aircraft flying, and it was lovely and peaceful. There were no vapor trails in the sky or anything. And the reason it stopped things flying is because they throw up a big ash cloud. We call it an ash cloud, but that ash isn't the ash like we know, that we might think of, like bonfire or a bit of burnt paper. It's actually particles of rock. It's molten rock that spews out of a volcano. And when it gets thrown into the air, it breaks up into particles, and you can have some fairly big lumps, some bits even smaller than a grain of sand. But any which way, if it gets sucked into an aircraft engine, it could do an awful lot of damage. So it stopped them flying. And volcanic rock, one of the kinds, can look an awful lot like this. Now this is called pumice. You might have some at home by your bathtub. It's great for getting rid of hard, rough skin. And if you can see, it's extremely light and it's full of gas bubbles. Can you see? It's full of bubbles, and that's all the gas from the volcanic eruption. There's all sorts of chemical reactions going on there. So what we're going to do is now try and create our own chemical reaction on volcano. And what we'll need is a bottle, small bottle, and it's very important that it has a narrow neck. Now this one isn't ideal, but it will do. It's all I could find in the house. It's a lemon juice bottle. There we go. So we have a bottle, and then you'll need some vinegar. And we'll pop the vinegar into here. Now I'm going to fill this about a third full. It's about all you'll need. That'll be plenty. And to make it look good, a bit of red food colouring. In it goes, just a splash, tiny bit. Notice the newspaper, they're down for covering. Don't want people being cross with you, because it will go everywhere. Now, the vinegar is an acid, acetic acid. And we want to create a chemical reaction. And if you put an acid together with a base, or an alkali, old money, it will cause a chemical reaction. So I've got a base here, which you might find in your food cupboard, which is bicarbonate of soda, sodium bicarbonate. And when that hits the vinegar, the acetic acid, a chemical reaction occurs and it releases a gas. It's actually carbon dioxide. So we want the gas to be released out of there. We've got a narrow-necked bottle because all the gas will be released on this wide surface, and it will all be forced together and create pressure as it comes out of a narrow opening. But we've just created gas. We want to trap that gas into bubbles, and the best thing we can use is washing up liquid. Just a little squirt like that. So there we go, we've got all our ingredients. Doesn't look much like a volcano, and this is where you can get arty and crafty if you've got some time on your hands. I've just got a bit of old brown paper. I'm going to cover that over there, and with the stretch of the imagination, we can imagine that's a volcano. You might want to take time on it. You could colour it in, stick leaves on it, put some dinosaurs on. Who knows? We've all got a lot of time on our hands. So there we go. Imagine that's a volcano. Now what I'm going to do is add the bicarbonate of soda. Now I've got about a large heaped teaspoon in there. I'm going to use a funnel. If you've got a funnel, brilliant. If you haven't, maybe you could roll up a piece of paper into a funnel shape and help put it in, because this reaction is going to be very quick. So we'll pop that in there. In goes the bicarbonate of soda. And there you go. There is your volcanic eruption. That's quite good. It's coming out in stripes. And you can see this is all foam. Can you see the bubbles? That's the carbon dioxide that's been trapped there. Now, later on, we're going to talk about other things, perhaps. Other weather conditions that can down aircraft. Weather has a huge bearing on aviation. We can talk about tornadoes. A great thing about tornadoes. We can do some fantastic air vortices and all sorts for another time. Stay tuned, and we'll get up to some more mucky scientific fun. So keep safe, stay well, stay tuned, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.